Hi guys, this is JJ. Today we will continue looking at describe an object questions. There are a lot of questions that you have to describe a thing. For example,
Describe something you bought recently, or a time you used your cell phone, or something important, something beautiful, and etc. etc.
so I made two stories which cover most of describe an object questions. What are they? First one, called Magic Script number 3, is about a guitar that is also my surprise birthday gift. And the other one is about a smartphone. And today we are going to take a close look at the script number 4, the smartphone story. Okay, so this one story will cover all these questions and more. So how does this one story cover so many questions? I will show you how. So let's take a look at the script. Alright, so this is how the script number 4 looks like, and I'll go through it section by section. So I'm gonna start with how I lost my old one. So what I'm gonna do is read through the story and explain some important vocabularies or expressions. Okay. One day I had plans with a friend of mine. So friend of mine means one of my friend. But I overslept and was so late. I jumped on the bus, rushing to the place where we were supposed to meet. So here, rushing to the place, rush. To rush means to go or do something very quickly. But I was in too much of a hurry, I guess, because I left my phone on the bus. I didn't even realize it until like more than an hour later. Well, I did everything I could to get my phone back, but I couldn't find my phone and eventually had to give up. Ugh, I hated myself, but that's how it goes. What happened is what happened. Okay, here I said, what happened is what happened. This sentence means that it has already happened, so there's nothing I can do. So just let it go. Kind of nuance. You know what I mean? So say it. Well, what happened is what happened. Good. Okay, so next up, online shopping and problem. Well, so as soon as I got back home, I started searching online, comparing prices and product specs to decide which one to buy. Okay, here I'm comparing prices and product specs. The specs means
A document to provide a description of a product or components and the capacity or performance of a product.
So when you look at this is one of the smartphone specs.
So it shows a display, like size, resolution, and hardware, blah blah blah.
So this kind of information, you can call it product specs. Right. So let's go back to the story. Well, I just wanted to order it as soon as possible so I could get it faster. So at first, I considered buying it at a store right away. But there are always better deals online, right? So after hours of online searching, I was able to order one the same day. I chose one that's lighter but has larger screen than my previous one. I was excited until the very next day. I got a call from the seller saying it was out of stock. Ugh. So here, out of stock means unavailable for immediate sale in a store. So they sold everything or they just don't have the product. So it was out of stock. You know how hard it is to spend even just one day without a phone, right? So I just gave up and bought a phone offline, paying full price. Story of my life. Okay, so here I say story of my life. It is used when talking about something bad that happens to you often. So it's like another bad luck, not again, something like that. But it doesn't have like serious negative vibe. So, for example, you can say this expression like, you know what? Today I met a perfect, sweetest guy ever, and he's married. Ugh, story of my life. Something like that. So, you got it, right? Okay, say it. Story of my life. Good. And the next up, in this section, I'm gonna explain how I use my phone and how my phone saves my time and money. So I use my phone for everything. I plan my day, week, and months with to-do lists on my favorite scheduling app. It really helps me to save time and work more productively. In fact, I used the app this morning as well to make a daily to-do list. And I always use the timer app to help with my studying. The app allows me to set up a study time and break time. I usually set it for 30 minutes of study, broken up by 5-minute breaks. So, study broken up by break up means to divide into many pieces. So, my study time is broken up by 5-minute breaks. Thanks to this app, I can concentrate better and accomplish more tasks. And plus, I do lots of online shopping with my phone. It's much more convenient than buying something at a store. And, there are always better deals online. It surely saves my time and money as well. Okay, so the story ends here. So with this story, you can answer multiple questions, and I will show you how. Okay, so this cue card question. Describe a problem you had while shopping online or in a store. And you should say blah, blah, blah. And you guys know that these bullet points are optional. You will not lose marks for not answering these. Right, so to answer this question, I'm gonna use the first section and the second. I'm not gonna use the last part because the question specifically asks us about a problem, right? Alright, so here you go. Alright, I would like to talk about the problem I had when I had to buy a new phone after I lost my old one. One day I had plans with a friend of mine, but I overslept and was so late. So, I jumped on the bus, rushing to the place where we were supposed to meet. But I was in too much of a hurry, I guess, because I left my phone on the bus. So, I did everything I could to get my phone back, but I couldn't find my phone and eventually had to give up. So as soon as I got back home, I started searching online, comparing prices and product specs to decide which one to buy. I just wanted to order it as soon as possible so I could get it faster. Well, at first, I considered buying it at a store right away. But, there are always better deals online. So after hours of online searching, I was able to order one the same day. Well, I chose one that's lighter but has larger screen than my previous one. I was excited until the very next day. I got a call from the seller saying it was out of stock. Well, how hard it is to spend even just one day without a phone, right? So I just gave up and bought a phone offline, paying full price. Story of my life. Anyway, so that was the time I had some problems buying my phone. Okay, so story ends here. So you can see I added a sentence here to answer directly to the given question. And I added a sentence here too to finish up. Oh, and I removed some of the sentences in the first part, like here and there, because the question is specifically about a problem, right? Not how I lost my old one. But you can just say the full story, or you can just remove some unnecessary sentences like me. Either way is fine. Alright, so in my next video, I will show you more sample answers by using the script we learned today. And also, I will introduce my script number 5, which covers a lot of describe a place questions. Alright, so please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys!